Nathan, welcome back to Scotland. How does it feel to be back?
Great to be back, yeah. Feels like home.
Well, it is a bit of a home away from home, isn't it? You've got a really loyal fan base here, don't you?
Yeah, been so lucky. Like, started coming to Scotland 10 years ago now. I love it. I just love the people, love the venues, and there's always a really good atmosphere at the shows.
Yeah, I can imagine. We're not a quiet bunch, are we?
Very similar to Ireland now.
Tell us about some of your happiest memories of playing here.
Well, I remember playing the Glasgow Concert Hall for the first time. I remember stepping out on stage, just kind of a pinch me moment. And then, of course, we go to Inverness once a year, and we used to do one night, and then it went to two, and then we're now doing 4 or 5 nights every year when we go back. The tour is going to be good. We've a new band, a new show with a lot of songs from the last album featuring in the show, and I do a good few Scottish songs in the middle as well. So,
oh, well, that's exciting.
And the accordion comes out as well.
Oh, well, it has to. That's your signature.
A few jigs and reels halfway through.
Yeah. Get everybody up on the dance floor.
Exactly, yeah.
And for you, it's 2012 Wagon Wheel. That was what really got you going, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of known amongst the country music fans, and then when I released Wagon Wheel, it was played in nightclubs and it was played on daytime radio at a stage where they weren't playing country during the day. Then I'd go to a wedding, and next minute the wagon Wheel would be on. And so
I've been at many an Irish wedding where it's been played.
So I released it in Ireland, and it went to #1. 6 months later, a guy in the States called Darius Rucker recorded his version of it, and he went to #1 in America the same year as I'd released it here, but he made an awful lot more money than I did from the song because it was #1 in America.
Well, when we told our Irish colleague who were doing this interview, she said that you are the Prince of Donegal and Daniel O'Donnell is the king. So
well,
there
Daniel's
you go.
from there. I only lived there for 3 years, so I don't know if I can be called the Prince of Donegal, but I do love Donegal. As I say, I lived there for 3 years. I've got to a stage where I'm happy doing what I'm doing, but it's nice to pass some of the stuff I can to other people as well. So, because I was helped along the way when I started out. Daniel O'Donnell was a big help to me. To help the younger generation out is key, you know, pass the baton down, as they say.
What was the music scene like at home? What were you listening to?
I just say God love the neighbours, because all I did was play my accordion and the piano, and my brother had a drum kit. I grew up surrounded by Celtic music and country music. I was always the odd kid out at school. My friends were listening to Oasis and Eminem, and I was singing The Gambler by Kenny Rogers. So, you know, and to be honest, the country music has all changed in the last sort of 10 years. When I grew up, it was really uncool. And
it's really cool now. Beyonce's got a country album.
Beyonce's released Cowboy Carter, not about me, obviously.
You do a lot of songwriting too. You've been working recently with Guy Chambers.
I've been writing with Guy Chambers on and off over the last 2 months. And for anyone that doesn't know Guy Chambers, he was instrumental in Robbie Williams' career. He wrote Angels and Let Me Entertain You and Rock DJ, all the Robbie's biggest songs. I was signed to Decca Records years ago, and the guy who signed me is now Guy's manager. He says, I'm managing Guy Chambers, why don't you do a few writing sessions? And I did, and it's progressed, and he's now going to produce an album for me. We're going to start that in September, in the middle of the tour. So that's going to be busy.
So tell us about this latest tour. What can people expect?
A good few lively Irish numbers and folk tunes, and I do a good few of the songs that I've written over the last sort of 15 years, plus some of the country classics.
And we have to ask, will your nan be there selling the merchandise?
My nan, for anyone that doesn't know, I'm not going to say her age,
no,
but she's going to be 85 next year.
Don't put that bit in. We can't possibly.
She sells our merchandise. She comes on the tour bus. And she honestly acts like a 21-year-old. I used to say Nan's there on a 6 gin and tonic at the back, and I can't say it anymore because everyone used to keep buying a gin and tonic. So she was, in the end, she was giving away all the stuff by the end of the night. But God love her, like she's sharing a tour bus with there's herself and 12 lads.
Wow.
You know. So
oh, she can hold her own, I'm sure.
She puts up with a lot, but she's always the last to bed. So you know.
I love that.
Long may it continue.